Hey, Hickok 45 with a 10 millimeter. Yes, good old Glock 20. Let's limber it up a little bit. See if we can put a couple of rounds down range. Oh yes, the hard-hitting 10 millimeter. Oh, what a sweetie. It doesn't get much better than a Glock 20 if you want a lot of power in a standard pistol. Put it that way. I know you have a 500 Smith & Wesson, you could have a Desert Eagle, all those kinds of things, and there are others. But in a standard, pistol that a lot of people actually carry, on duty or civilians, it doesn't get much more powerful than a 10 millimeter. A lot of potential in that cartridge, right? Well, one thing we have not done yet, and you've been asking for it, and I have promised I would try it. In the continuation of our endeavor to determine what are some of the heaviest cast bullets that one can shoot in a stock Glock barrel and still get good performance, we have come to the Buffalo Bore. I found some 220 grain Buffalo Bore hard cast at a gun show, $36.62 for that box, so about $2 a shot, with tax. And we tried the Garrett cartridges, and if you've not seen those videos, why not? We have learned through experimentation that the 230 grain Garrett cartridge, a 230 grain hard cast, will not stabilize in a stock Glock barrel. Does fine in an aftermarket barrel. So then we tried the 200 grain Garrett cartridges, hard cast lead bullets. They did fine in the stock Glock barrel, okay, just to catch you up. So I was wondering, and I know some of you too, well, I wonder about the Buffalo Bore, because they're 220 grains, so not quite 230, but about as heavy as you're going to get, on the lower side of the 230. So 220 grains. Found a box, have not fired one. You're going to be here for the first shot. Again, they're $2 a bullet, and I just found the one box. So we're going to see if they tumble. If this does not tumble, and it feels good, I'm sure it'd be accurate, this would be my carry cartridge probably in the mountains. Okay, because I like a hard cast bullet. A lot of people do. So I have a magazine already loaded with these cartridges, and we're just going to shoot the paper. Now, I'm assuming they're going to be as accurate as anything else, but I mainly want to see if they're going to tumble. All right, so I'm going to try to get by with as few shots as I can, because it's been my experience that if they're going to tumble, they're going to tumble. About every other round, if it's a 230 grain, was tumbling on us. So let's try it. I'm going to kind of hold on the upper right dot. I'm not sure. The reason I made that little target actually turned over a good target, because I didn't want too much black on the target. I want to see these hits and see if they're tumbling. There's 4 of them. 5. I don't know, that one hung up. That's not good. A couple more. All right. It looks like they're not tumbling. I'll put one on the gong. And let's try a turkey. Okay, got one left. I really didn't want to shoot them all, but they're not tumbling. Okay, that's 230 or 220 grain hard cast bullet. Now again, you're not supposed to shoot, cast bullets, lead bullets, out of a Glock stock barrel. Again, these are just for specialized carry, maybe in the mountains or hunting bigger game, anywhere where you really need a lot of penetration. You don't want the bullet to flatten out, come apart, to mushroom or anything like that. Okay. I believe all these are gas checked, which means there's a little piece of copper on the back base of the bullet to keep, from leading the barrel and all that sort of thing. The Garrett's, I think, and these two would have a gas check. All right. So well, other than the hang up there, and that could be magazine related, I don't know. It is pretty, well, it's not too blunt, any really much more blunt than a standard full metal jacket, but I don't know, it's pretty blunt. Okay, so looks like it works with that one. Let's try with the, I think it's a tougher test, or it requires more and a shorter barrel. So let's try them with the Glock 29 10mm. Okay, this is the other Glock 10mm, the short one. Now I'm just going to shoot towards the lower left here. Okay, I'm not shooting for groups. I want to see the hits. It doesn't really matter where they hit. We have none that have tumbled yet, so we're looking for one that tumbles. So I'll aim away from the others down there in the lower left. Just try to get it on the paper, not the cardboard. Okay, that one looks good. Good. Looks all right. I think if it was going to tumble, it would definitely tumble in this. Got one left there. All right. So we're just about out of this stuff. I was hoping to maybe save enough in case I made a quick trip to the mountains. Let's put these back in and go ahead and fire the rascals in the 20. Looks like we all learned something together here. That 220 will work. That's a heavy chunk of lead. Let's just go back over the hill and have some fun. Like at a ram. Yeah. Can't afford to miss. Those are expensive misses. Let's try another turkey. No, you know what? I think I just have 2 rounds left. We don't want, well, yeah, I'm going to try one more turkey though, because the accuracy over there, we'll try the turkey on the top. Now I may not hit it, but we'll see if it's way off or anything. Yeah. Okay, I just missed. They seem to be flying true. They really do. So that's good. That is very good. And they hit hard. You can tell that, 10mm. Now I've got some Underwood 180 grain. And I mean, you could argue, and I'm sure people will. that's what YouTube and internet's for, right? Arguing. Which is the better bullet to carry and for what? That's one of those arguments that everybody likes to participate in. But generally speaking, if you're hunting, a heavy cast bullet, going all the way back to Elmer Keith, a heavy cast bullet is hard to beat. Depending on what it is. For some smaller game, an expanding bullet, is what it, and I'm not a hunter, so I can't really speak with authority, just from my reading and everything. But these 180 grain full metal jacketed are fine rounds. The thing is, as I think I have pointed out, and I'm sure others have, with a full metal jacketed round, it's generally soft lead inside, okay? So that's the difference between a hard cast bullet, and even though this is jacketed, you think, wow, well that would be better. It has a copper jacket. Well, it's got a very thin jacket, and it's soft lead underneath it. Just that's the difference. Okay, hard cast lead is really hard. We pick them up over on the range, where they've gone into the ground and even hit small rocks and things, and they're hardly damaged. Hard cast lead is truly hard cast. So I was going to shoot these 2 liters with some of those, hard cast bullets. It really would be no difference though than what we get right here. Oh, I drenched the tree. You see how fast those things get knocked around with this. they get knocked around with authority. That's 180 grain. Those are Underwood rounds. 180 grain 10 millimeter. Let's go back over there and pick off a turkey. I love it. Let's try that ram. Yep. I tried him and I missed him. You know what? I've got another magazine. I just can't resist. We're playing with 10 millimeter. Oh, lots of fun, lots of fun. We got the other one dirty too. Hey, why not? The Glock 29, the little brother. Oh boy. Hits hard, hits hard. All right. So anyway, 10 millimeter, yeah, we accomplished what we meant to a little bit ago, but I had some more ammo I had to sling. You know, if you get your guns dirty, you might as well go ahead and shoot them, right? So again, the 10 millimeter is a really hot round, and that's why these guns are fun to shoot, these Glocks, because they have a fairly heavy slide, and especially the Glock 20, you know, the 29 is the same thickness, it's just not as long. They absorb the recoil really well. Now this little baby, you know you're shooting a powerful gun when you put this in your hand, no doubt about it. You talk about snappy, a 40 or something makes snappy. This is snappy, the definition of snappy. But the 10 is a powerful round. It's one that and again, I'm not an expert on this, but I know I've gotten messages from people in Alaska that carry these things. Probably not the best medicine for a grizz or something, but if you're going to carry a standard semi-automatic pistol, you know, a Glock 20 would probably beat a 380, you know, if you're tromping around Alaska, you know. So it may not get the job done, but you'd feel a little bit better maybe with it. And then with a hard cast round that you're going to get great penetration with, probably, you know, it might be the answer. Don't know. Y'all can hash that out. But one could do worse. 10 millimeter, you see how hard it hits. And if you've got a highly penetrating round that's not going to break apart, it's not going to mushroom and slow down, you know, it can't be all bad. So the Buffalo Bore, bottom line is, Buffalo Bore works fine out of the stock Glock barrel. That's 220 grain hard cast bullet. I'm going to buy some more of them, and you know, that's probably what I'll carry. I'll need to shoot a few more. That hang up bothers me a little bit, but I'm gonna buy another box of those if I run across it, and try them some more. If I feel like they're reliable, that will be what I carry when I'm in the dangerous mountains. Okay, life is good.